Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel. You're welcome to Decenstitch. I've always wanted a female dress form that was very small for my tutorials and for practicals, for trying out styles, but I discovered the half-scale dress form was too small for me to work with. So I'm going to transform this children dress form into a female dress form, but in a smaller size. The bust of this is 23 inches. The hip is 23.5 inches. And for a woman, the hip is supposed to be either the same with the bust or bigger than the bust. So I want to make the two equal and I want to increase the size. So this is a round cutout. Here I have 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches for the big one. So this is felt or wadding. So I've gone ahead to cut smaller round pieces just to give it layers. Then for the push-up effect, for the breast to come out, I've gone ahead to cut all these square sizes of felt or wadding. So for this square, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for the square ones, I have about 8 here, while for the round ones I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes. I'm going to be using this to do my finishing, to cover it up this way. I'm going to glue it down this way to cover it up. I've gone ahead to cut the same for this, for the second bust. Then for the big size, I've marked the middle here and I've also marked the center here for my bust points. I'm using E7000. You will need your glue or your glue gun, whichever one, to glue them together. So before you finally glue it all down, you have to confirm that it's not bigger than what you need. Like I said, I wanted 25. So when I pin this down, it's going to give me 25. So before you glue all your pieces down, just glue it a bit, remain some, and then try to confirm it this way if it's up to what you need before you finally glue it. I'm going to glue down the remaining pieces. Now I'm going to glue the smaller one first. Then the bigger one, I'll put at the center, then put on the edges. It's very important to have it on the edges. for the hip padding, I've gone ahead to cut this shape. This is 5 inches by 6 inches. So I cut the bigger one, then I cut this smaller square, different sizes, rectangle and square, different sizes. I've done the same for the second side. So for the square, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of the square. Then I cut this shape a bit smaller than this one, just to give it that layering effect. So I'm going to be using the smaller one to do my final cover up for the finishing. You align them very well here. One should not be longer than one when you are layering them. See what I mean? So you make sure they line up well. So for the hip, it's good to also confirm if it's going to be what you need. I'm going to put my tape rule. I'll place this here, then place the other one and raise my tape rule. It's 25.5, and I'm going to glue it down. So I'm going to glue that. I've glued down some. I'm going to glue down the remaining pieces. Then I'll place my final piece. For the final piece, I'll make sure I put it at the center and around the edges. Now I'm going to pin down the hip. I'll do the same for the second side. Have increased the hip. So I'm going to confirm it again. I have 25.5. If I slide it down properly, the fullest part of the hip. I have 25 and a half. I can also use 25, but it's going to be very fitted, so I'll be using 25 and a half for this when I'm making my patterns or samples of my dresses. So this is now 25 and a half inches. I'll be placing the bust also. The best bust apart or nipple to nipple for this size will be 5 inches. From the shoulder, I'm supposed to have 3.5 inches from the shoulder as my upper bust. I'm going to add more pins to hold it down properly, but for now I'm going to use this 4 just to confirm that everything is fine. This is 3.5, and the bust length is 6 now, so this is perfect. I'm going to use this to pin it down. I have 25.5 as my final result. 25.5 inches, which is very fine for me. The waist is 20.5 inches and the hip is also 25.5. So that is very okay. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please kindly like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new here, and click the notification bell. Thank you.